helps to turn on the gas. Hey guys, my name is Evan and welcome to Country View Acres. So today I am starting to fence in this pasture area behind me, and I am just starting. I am putting in our first posts out here, so I'm setting our corner posts. And this is a corner post right here. You can see it's going to be a stretch of fence from this post back there to our barnyard. Now, as you can see, there's a tree probably back there that needs cut down, and this has also got a dip in it. It kind of goes downward and then back up to the barn. So we'll have to set some additional posts in the low areas to help hold the fence down when we stretch that fence. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Is we're just going to start off setting our corner posts, and then we're going to stretch a string between them, and we're going to try to set any additional posts that need to be in between, any of the wooden posts that need to be in between the corners. And that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be trying to keep working at this, try to get a lot of posts in today. So probably a little less talking and a lot more working. So let's get to it. So I had some comments in previous videos. I think some people were surprised that I weren't setting the posts in concrete. And you don't have to set these posts in concrete. If you pack this dirt down and get it nice and compact around the post, this thing is solid as a rock. It's almost as good as a post that you used a post driver to drive in the ground. And by the time it takes me to tamp this in, it's probably about the same amount of time as it would have taken me to mix up concrete. But in the end, I'm saving quite a bit of money. Probably at least 3 or 4 bags of concrete for post hole here. So you're saving quite a bit of money, maybe $10 a post, by not pouring concrete. I've also had people that wondered why I was using a cut down 2x4 to tamp them with. And the simple answer is this is just what I have on hand. I don't have a piece of steel this size. A lot of people will have like a solid piece of steel. Of course, that's going to weigh, you know, probably 20 pounds or something. And they use that to tamp in posts and stuff like this. If I ever come across one, I'll keep it and I'll use it for that. But for right now, all I have is a 2x4 cut down, and this is working pretty good. All right. So I got the post tamped in all the way now, so this thing is solid. I'm gonna try to move it and see how much it'll move. Oh. I'm not sure how much. That was maybe 1/4 of an inch of movement. It's pretty solid. So now I'm down here behind the livestock barn, and right over here, this is the last set of fencing that we just put in behind the barn. And down here on the ground, this is the culvert that we just put in, and it's covered in straw right now. We've got some grass seed planted, and I'm not gonna stretch fencing across that culvert. In case something happens and I need to dig it up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a stock panel to go over the culvert, and that way I can remove it if I need to. So the next fence post is actually gonna go somewhere over here. Now, there is an old wooden post over here, and we're gonna have to pull that one out of the ground. It's in the wrong spot, and our new one's gonna go about 2.5 feet from that one. And then that will be the last of kind of the perimeter post that's marking the perimeter of the pasture. From this post, it goes up to that last one we just did at the top of the dam. That'll be the stretch of fence right here that goes up to the back side of the dam. Now, all the rest of the posts that we put in today will be, you know, posts in between. There'll be posts for gates, and there'll be posts for anywhere there's an elevation change, where it's a dip or a rise in elevation, somewhere to staple the fence to. So let's go ahead. We'll get this finished up right here, and then we'll start stretching a string and start putting in our posts that go in between. piece of metal down here. It's not round like a pipe, it's like flat. Maybe it's a rock. Ugh. I really don't want to have to lay in this. Nope. I can't reach it. Got my glove full of dirt. It's right in the way. It's moving around, I just can't get it out. It's going that way. There we go. Oh, almost had it. There we go. Come on. Got it. It's a piece of metal. Looks like maybe where they cut off an old steel drum or something, maybe. Just right in the way. So I've got this orange string here stretched between that corner post and the barnyard, and you can see this is a dip, and so you see how much of a drop there is here. So I'm going to have to put a couple posts in here to hold the fence down. They call those boss posts, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to put it. So I'm going to end up probably, there's a culvert right here. I'm probably going to end up putting one on each side of the culvert. So hold this down. Of course, I tried to mow some of this to get some of these weeds. I obviously didn't quite get enough of it mowed, but I would probably hold it down there. Looks pretty good. So somewhere in here, I'll probably put a post to hold the fence down, and then over here on this side of the culvert, I'd say somewhere in here, we'll put a post there. And these two posts will help hold the fence down. I'm not sure if I got them in the right spot, but. So I'm gonna hang my tape measure on here, and that's gonna hold this string down roughly where the fence would be. And as I look up this line, I may need another post. So the string's hovering right above the ground, and then somewhere in here, the string hits. And it really needs to be held up here just a little bit. That looks pretty good right in there. So I'll probably put another post somewhere in here, and that'll pull the fence back up because there's just a little bit of a hump right here. So I'll go ahead and hang my tape measure on the string again, hold it down. And as I look over this string right here, it looks like it's staying right along the ground the whole time. It looks like this is a pretty straight run to the barnyard. So on this end, I'll just put in normal line posts every, I don't know, 16 to 24 feet. I'll put a wooden post to staple the fence to. So I've got my string strung between these two posts here, and from what I can tell, this is probably about the place the string is the highest, or the fence will have to pull down the most. So probably right in here I'll have to add a wooden post to hold the fence down. So right here, kind of a high spot here, and the fence will probably have to pull up a little bit right here. So I'll probably go ahead and put a fence post here. That's the way we'll lay this one out for now. But trying to get my fence posts, wooden fence posts, in the high spots and low spots to help pull the fence up and down. So one other post that I need to mark out is going to be for a gate. We're going to go ahead, have a gate right here so we can get the pasture with the tractor. I decided to just go ahead and put the biggest gate I probably can get in here. We'll put a 16-foot gate in here. So the metal gates that I buy, they typically come, like a 16-foot gate is designed to go in a 16-foot wide opening. They come 4 inches smaller than that. So you have a couple inches on one side for your hinges, and you got a couple inches on the other side to put one of those two-way gate latches on there. So off of that post, what we're going to do is we're going to build a double H brace coming this way to stretch our fence off of. So I'll just go ahead and mark those posts out as well. Well, I think I'm pretty happy with everything we got done today. Rebecca did end up coming out here, and she helped me put in these last posts this afternoon. She had slept this morning, and she's got to work a midnight shift tonight. But she was still nice enough to come out here and ask if I wanted any help and help me put in these last posts. So it's great to have a spouse that's willing to come out here and help you get things done. But we were able to get, all the corner posts laid out. We got the perimeter of the pasture laid out here. We've got several other posts marked on where we plan on putting them, and we've got several more put in. Now the reason I really had to quit today is because I ran out of posts. There is a a lumber shortage in the United States, and treated lumber is hard to find. So when I went to go buy posts this last time, they didn't even have the 4-inch posts, the ones I use for braces to go in between the posts. And this time I'm planning on using them as a line post. I'm planning on putting a wooden post every so many feet down the fence line. So when I did the last pasture fencing, I just did end braces, and I put T-posts every 8 feet in between. But after I did that, I realized, it'd be really nice to be able to have something to support the fence a little bit better and to staple it to. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to make sure there's at least a wooden post every 24 feet. And that may be shorter than that depending of elevation changes and stuff like that. But we're going to put a lot more wooden posts in here when we do this fence line. But the problem is I got to go find some, right? So I'll probably end up calling around to several places and see if I can find the wooden posts that I need. So I think I need about 30 4-inch wooden posts, and I think I need about 15 to 20 6-inch wooden posts. So I still need several posts to finish this all up. But that's where I am. But I'm happy with what we got. I mean, we've got it all kind of getting laid out, and I think it's starting to come together. So I think that's it for today's video, guys. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.